Right, guys, just want to send out a positive message to young people out there. All right, so it's really important that you stay in school. All right, because in case you have a backup, in case you need a backup plan. All right, so I know it looks glamorous to want to be famous or do something where you're famous, and it's really important to do that. Yes, if you have a good chance of being famous, you have someone talented, or you just have a lot of belief in yourself, that's great. But it's really, I have 2 university degrees, okay? So I have a lot of backup in case I don't become famous. It looks like I'm pretty sure I will be famous. I'm very grateful. I'm very lucky. I think I might be. But I'm not even sure. I never know, right? You never know, right? Now, the same thing goes for you, right? So being famous is really cool. You get a lot of money, you get a lot of people really liking you, you feel really, really good, okay? But, and if you're really young and you want to go, you want to be famous, by all means, go ahead. It's really good to do that, right? But it's good to listen to your parents and be going to school. It's really good to do those things, all right? It's really important because not everybody makes it, all right? You could be the most talented young person ever, but you might not make it. So it's really important that you have a backup plan, all right? And it's important that, being famous is great and everything, but even if you are famous and you have a lot of money in your family and you're spoiled, it's good to go to school as well. I enjoy school though, so for me it's really enjoyable. I like university very, very much. I was in college and university. I really like those things, but not everybody likes those things, and they don't do well, and it stresses them out. So if it totally stresses you out, or you just know you won't do well and you have to drop the course anyway, there's no point. But it's really important to have goals for yourself and challenge yourself, even if you are very, very rich and you're very successful. Okay, so Eva Longoria is a famous actress. I'm not sure what else she's done, but she's a famous actress, and she did her master's while being famous. All right, so she was in university doing her master's degree, which is above a bachelor's degree, which is a degree in university, and she did her master's, and now she was famous, so she didn't have to do that. She could have just done nothing, but she obviously likes it, okay, and she did that, and she's a good role model, right? That's very important that people have positive role models in their lives, all right? So if you are really rich and famous, or you're very successful and you don't worry about going to school, you don't want to think about school at all, that's fine too. But I just want to put the message out there, just for whatever reason. I love school though, so for me, I'm going to go back to school if I become famous for sure. I'm already going back to school. No, I'm not in school right now, but I will go back to school. But I think it's important that you do those things for yourself, all right? But I like my fans to stay my fans. So I'm not going to pressure you into going to school. If you really don't like it, then there's no point. Or if you're really rich and successful, why would you bother? You don't have to. But I just want to put that message out there. If you are someone that's really successful, it's fun to go to school. I think it's fun, but not everybody likes it. So I'm not going to say you should go for sure. Obviously, I'm not. I'm very good about leaving people to do their own thing and do their own thing and be successful in their own way, regardless of whether they're successful or not. It's important to be yourself and be happy with who you are. Even if you're lazy, it's important. But I want to just put that out there just for a thought, because it is important. It's important to me, and I want to be a good role model. So if you aren't famous and you don't make a lot of money and you want to be famous, that's the people I'm really talking to. I want them to go to school because it's really important that you do well in school. Just because you may not be famous, right? So it's important that you have other goals. Now, no one's telling you you can never be famous or that you won't ever make it. That's not what people are saying. They're just saying have a backup plan in case you don't. Even the biggest, best looking people don't make it sometimes. I might not even make it, so I'm just giving that message out there for people that are striving to be famous. It's important to be famous, but you have to do the things that need to get you success in case you're not, all right? So I have to do that for myself as well. I have to work a job, even though I'm doing well on YouTube right now, Vimeo. I'm not famous yet, so I have to do jobs. And even if I was famous, I would still have to do those jobs just in case something didn't work out. Okay, so it's important that you have backup plans and that you have really good morals and you strive to be a better person. All right, challenge yourself. Don't just be, someone that does things that just does things to be that does things that aren't really that useful or whatever. But I want my fans to stay my fans. So even if you are a recluse or whatever and you like my videos, that's fine too. But just want to put that message out there just because I want to make sure people have a positive role model. I have 2 degrees.